What's going on, you guys, and welcome to this episode of Stranded Alien Dawn. Quick little recap, as per usual, that I like to do for those that are observing this content for the very first time. A little run through of what we did in the last episode. So, I went into a massive deficit, which I barely managed to crawl out of. Though to make that AI core, I still need a lot of resources. I've begun to reconstruct my base, finally. It's been prepped for some time now, but finally getting the reconstruction on the base to concrete. I can do a higher tier, but I don't have it readily available. It's not easy to get my hands on, though I have begun to amass one of the resources that's required to craft it. Gasoline. The other resource that I need is crafted metal, which I have 52 here. However, that's about to get spent, as I need 10 of these, and I've already got the limit on that, but I need 10 of these to craft one AI core, which I can then spend on another harvest bot. Desperately in need of these. Alright, so that's what we did in the last one, besides rebuilding the outer perimeter a little bit so I can make it easier to come and go to this little part of the base and to get inside. I also boosted the defenses out here to force them to want to funnel into here, and kind of made it all line up, minus this little section, as there's one spot right here. I think it's right here where I can't put anything, so it wouldn't look right, but sacrifices. Alright, you guys, I have a horde on its way from over here that I can't engage with my drones, as they have these, the Shrieker Broodmother. The Shrieker Broodmother has a little tailpiece that can shoot my airborne units, and every time they hit my airborne unit, it takes a little piece of its HP away. There's several of them, 13 of them I believe to be exact, 12 of them, sorry, 12 of those, and only 8 bots. So I'm outnumbered on that field. So I'm going to wait for them to get a little bit closer to begin walking through my trap field. What are they going to focus on? No, don't work on that. What are you doing? Here. Lord. It looks like they want to go this way. So I'll definitely have to upgrade that. But the second that I bring them down here, they begin to maneuver elsewhere. I think because they want to go through this door here, or just break through it altogether in this location. Regardless, they're about to have a rude awakening. Let me see what they decide to do. Okay, so that one's going to go all the way around. Perfect. Again, I can't really do anything while the larger broodmothers are on the field. My hopes are that I can get them stunned in the traps somewhere, and then I can send the drones out. Because if they're stunned, that means they're free. It's a free dub. I'll take it when I can get it. And I wonder what they're doing. Deciding to attack here when they can just go through the traps. All of these are mostly already triggered. They follow behind the others, and then that's mostly triggered. By the time we get here, see what, they're just going all the way through. Good. Good, good, good. That one's still working on the fence over here, though. That's a very smart bug. He knows how to read some books. So all my survivors. Edmund's on the field now. Transporting. Okay, let me undraft, pause, redraft all, and pop them up here. Get up on the wall. Now, since they're mostly not stunned, these guys, I'm not going to throw the drones at them yet. And I'm planning on it here soon, though. I'm trying to see how they're going to maneuver around. So these ones over here, I can definitely target and pick on. Once these decide to go a little bit further into the trap field this way, they're still within range to attack my drones. So I want to get them a little bit further into the field before it actually gets sent out. So it looks like they're all just going this way now. Some of them are attacking here. I'm going to need to upgrade this to concrete. But for the most part, they're ignoring it. I mean, here and there, they are targeting it. But honestly, if I get it all upgraded to the carbon, that would be pretty useful. Now here they come around, go this way. Some of them anyway. Some of them are just running amok. They don't know what to do with their lives. But I know I'm going to send my survivors over here now to engage them, because here they come. Might as well kill them if I can see them. Honestly, I need to get into the trap field a little bit. Just having just a few behind me, not very comforting. All of that, way more comforting. I at least have a little bit of wiggle room here. And by a little bit, I mean I have a massive amount of wiggle room. I could solo these bots with, or I could solo these bugs with one survivor through this entire trap. No problems. Now, obviously, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to walk them all the way around this way, and I'm going to bring them all the way back out. But guaranteed, by the time I get back here, they're all dead. Okay, I need to get in here and I need to engage. These things are going after my bots. I can't have that. Not worried, not interested. I am interested in my people though. And in my bots. Kill you. Kill you. There's quite a plethora of things over here. You know what? Undraft. Hunt. And hunt. Now's the time to send in the Air Force to finish off the rest of these. Get them, boys. And there we go. Hold on. Okay, yep, there we go. Nice. So at best, the only thing I ever have to do is work on the fencing with repairing it a little bit. Not a whole lot on the resource. That's why I like to try and keep a stockpile. You guys see over here. Try and keep a stockpile. Very useful when you're trying to fix your main defensive. Good lord, that bot almost got zapped. But it's very useful when you're trying to do what I'm doing here. Now, since it's wood, it's easy to repair. It's also really easy to break. So, since it's a lower tier resource, I'm always able to keep. Oh, he got hit by. Yeah, he got hit by that. Ugh, I can't speak. He got hit by lightning, and so did Katina just now, almost. Or did he get hit twice? I think Simon got hit twice by lightning just now. Hold on. He got hit twice. Dude. Well, I guess there goes the whole you can't get hit twice. I mean, he got hit twice in one sitting. Man should go out and get a lotto ticket. He'd be winning right now. He got hit twice by a bolt of lightning. That's absolutely cynical. And then he's just out here going to get more stone while hurt. Dude, you are an absolute unit of a man. I'd be crying in bed, not gonna lie. Especially if a bolt of lightning hit me. No, Mama didn't raise no pansy, but at the same time, good lord, that's 1.21 gigawatts going through you. What the hell's a gigawatt? Watch one of the greatest cult classics of all time, and you'll know what a gigawatt is. Fly, Doc Brown, Biff. It's great. Great. A little weird. There are some weird moments that they could have done without. 100% could have done without him, but they still put him in there. Like his mom having a crush on him. A little weird. Though, she's not aware. He's aware, which is why he pushes her off and she's wondering why. So she doesn't know. So there's no harm in that. But at the same time, like, what the heck? You were told not to interact with anybody that you know. Or that knows you in the future. Your mom, your parents being one of them. Because you almost got yourself written out of history. Because your mom developed a crush for Kevin Kline. Well, my skin crawls just thinking about it. Me going back in time and my mom. I'm about to throw up my mouth. No, just because of how weird it is. Ew, brother, what's that? Brother, that. My mom's a great person. She's not ugly by any means. I'm not trying to knock on my ma, you guys. Mom's a beautiful person, but at the same time, just because of obvious reasons, I don't know how anybody could do that nonsense. It's just absolutely disgusting. It's got my skin crawling. Just thinking. Let me try and think of something else. It's just, that's unsettling. 12 minutes into the video and it's already ruined by some, I don't even know how I got on that subject. That was so random and weird. Oh yeah, because I was talking about that instance, yeah. Yeah, that's so weird. I'm sorry, you guys. If you're still here, major shout out to you. Yeah. Alright, let's move on. Now that I've made my skin crawl, and probably yours as well, let's go check to see how Simon's doing. His body's glowing yellow, which means he's not in good shape. He's still suffering. He's got neural damage. In his lungs, he's got swamp fever. His brain's messed up. He's in acute pain. He's tired. He's not doing too good. I think if he gets hit again by a bolt of lightning, he might just die outright. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I hope that doesn't happen. Where's Ken? I want to send him to do one of these machines and try and get a level. Where's Ken? Oh, he's reconstructing. Okay. I'm just going to let him continue to do that. This base needs to get upgraded. I've been sitting here for like the last 2 years with this selected and then nothing's gotten done. Let me see. How's my research coming though? Did I get all my 2-year researches done? I did not, as she's primarily doing this. That's fine. That's fine. At some point though, I do want to get this completed. Oh, it's just veggie armor? What do I need? I have to find and produce veggie leather. Craft veggie leather 1 time. There we go. Veggie leather. Little interesting crafting tool. But okay. As you see, I moved my gasoline in the last video. It used to be here, but I pretty much filled up both of them. So I decided to expand it a little bit. This gives me the ability to add a few more of these rows to build up a supply. I just wish I was able to build up the other supply that I need, scrap metal, and on top of that, the metal alloys. Mainly the metal alloys, as I need those first and foremost to make more of my electronics here, which I need 10 of before I can then create an AI core and get this off the field. Well, get it on the field, I should say. get it off my crafting component list. Those other resources are something that have begun to break down. So the scrap metal, probably just going to be these. Yep, it's going to be those three. The regular metal, it's probably a power thing. Yep. Those right there. Let me see. The hay, that's for reconstructing those over there. And the AI cores for the bot. So I've gotten a massive Air Force constructed. Pretty much doubled them. You know what? What's in these? There's a lot of goodies in here, so I'm going to cancel the construction of these. Yep, I'm going to cancel the construction of those, as it looks like the bots have finally been able to get a handle on things. And I need these more than the bot does. Yeah. Let's see what they're going to do with these resources. Edmund's going to make some spare parts in this bench right here. I don't need that many. Let's go for like 30. Alright, so it's 5 per. That's good to know. So we have to make a couple of them. I do have metal now. That's going to get thrown into the furnaces, or sorry, the crafting table. Make some more electronics. But it's going to be gone really soon. So, expeditions. The abandoned camp. Let me send Edmund. For control module, let me send Simon. For this, let me send Rita. Okay. And that still leaves Ken and Samantha able to construct more of the base, as that is my primary task for this video. If something good happens, then no, great, but this is my task, getting this base upgraded. Just have a little bit here, a little bit there, a couple spots here, a couple spots there, and then all of this over here. So it's pretty much almost already 3/4 of the way finished for what's already currently selected. However, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Reconstruct concrete. And my need goes through the roof. Yep. Insufficient materials by 468. But it's not over yet. No, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Oh, yes. Stone floor. Reconstruction. Concrete. And all of that should already be concrete. Yes, it is. Alrighty, there we go. One section of this base selected for a free upgrade to the concrete variety. I want to get this section upgraded to concrete first, and then do the middle, and that'll pretty much be halfway on the base. So I'm going to do it in little stages. If I were to do it all in one go, we're going to be looking, well, it's going to all get done in the same amount of time, but we're going to be looking at a very long video, a very long series of videos, and I need to get other things done. 13 years, 19 days, 6 hours. I'm further than I've ever been, and I couldn't be more proud of my base. I'm honestly surprised at how well it's doing. It did take a little bit of time to get to this stage, which that's understandable. If you're going to do something, you got to do it right. And usually to do it right means you got to do it expensively. Not always the case. However, in a survival series, that is exactly the case, is you want to build the absolute pinnacle of base defense, which I haven't even needed to do that yet. I've got the absolute bare minimum base defense. I've just gone supersized with it. No, this over here is the pinnacle. These. However, I need to upgrade this intersection here to carbon or concrete. Try and get the bugs to continue going back and forth. Alright, abandoned is done. Let's see, almost collapsed shelter, leaning on remains of escape pod. A row of graves, so it was already a camp. Okay. Grizzly finding. Unfortunate. But it does happen. Alright. Ken, Samantha, you guys are doing a great job. I need you to kick it up a notch for me, Emerald. Got some scrap metal coming my way to be converted into something better. I need to remember to keep doing that. I have plenty of stone, so let me go over here really fast, you guys. I'm going to remove the stone gathering from over here, just so that I can get Simon to continue doing what he's doing by sending him out on missions to collect scrap metal, as well as any other random tasks that he might have on hand. Sorry about that. That was a weird moment. I almost did a hiccup. Yeah, almost hiccup. Like choked on my words. There's nothing really special about, but I do see some peculiar looking rock formations. Sorry, get back there now. Probably should have sent her. I don't think the rock formations are very dangerous. Man, I am just making all the gasoline. This game's gonna crash from how much gasoline I'm gonna craft. I have so much. All of it. And then it's all gonna disappear because of carbon nanotubes. Yay! My least favorite thing to craft. Gasoline and metal alloys. You can see why. All of that goes bye-bye. And then I don't have any metal. So, kind of hard to make metal alloys without any metal. However, I am making a ton of concrete. So, production. Furnace. Craft those furnaces. Give me 4 more. Pump out more concrete. You know what? Give me 4 more. Pump out concrete. I'm going to double my already staggering production. It's like I can't even keep up with it, to be honest. So let me pause the construction of these ones really quickly. They're ready to go, but yeah, let's go ahead and we'll get 2 more. Because more or less, all of these don't really stay lit. So yeah, let me pause all of them. I don't think I've ever seen all of these active at once. Sorry, just really paying attention. Okay, so those are all lit. Let me see what's going on with the final one. Then handling the electric. Yeah, they could definitely run that next one. Let me see here. Get rid of that. Smelt from ore, first and foremost, forever. Bake. Nope. Smelt. Metal scraps until 100. And then bake until 200. There we go. An extra furnace, and then plenty more that are already ready to go. But there's no point in adding them if all of my furnaces are going to be running at one time, with some breaking in between. Not breaking, but completing their smelting process. That should be enough. Yeah, that should be enough. Honestly, let me break some of these. I don't need that many. That's just unnecessary. That 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There we go. I'll construct this one though. I want 10 furnaces. 10 should be the perfect number. No, Simon's having a meltdown. Alright, expedition time. Peculiar rocks. As soon as Simon gets done with his meltdown, I'll send him on that. For, let's see, expeditions. I can send Rita out on a basic. Expedition. Peculiar rock. Ascend. Just have to wait for them to stop melting down. One's crying and one's on a wander. Alright, so expedition. Peculiar rock. Looks like it's going to be Edmund going on this one. Alrighty. And then I wait for Simon to get done with what he's doing, to come back to base, go ahead and take a nap, get over his feelers, and then off to work again. No, you better get in before you get zapped again, buddy. You got PTSD with the lightning. Almost don't blame me. Going to sleep. Sweet. Okay, let's see. 614 on the concrete, although that number is rapidly falling. Just mere moments ago, I was up to 1,000, and I'm already at about half that number. So I think adding in those extra 2 is definitely worth it. However, smelt or forever. Then scrap metal until 100. And then bake concrete until 200. There we go. Since there's 10 furnaces, if I'm in need of concrete up to 200, they're constantly going to be getting utilized. And then once I see I've got a surplus of it, I can then select more for upgrading. But yeah, that's going to be it for the concrete for right now. And I'm getting stone back, which is great. Really going to put me over the top. And it looks like there's always one out. Nope, here that one comes. There. Yeah, 10's fine. 10's more than enough. That's 2 more than last. And then we've got these going as well, and I need these bots to handle the 3D printers. I'm gonna need electronics. Let me see how it's coming along for the AI core. I can't even see. Perfect. Okay, let's go over here then. I've got 10 and I've got none. 7. Nice. I've got 7. Repairing ceiling lamp. Reconstruction. Oh yeah. Wait, why is he over there mining now? Oh, good lord. Alright, Simon, I think I've got enough stone to reconstruct the entire base, buddy. You can go ahead and come back to base and enjoy a nice long reprieve from your usual shenanigans. And yeah, put on some pants. Back to base. Let's see. Expeditions. I believe that's a repeatable mission. We go through these. Control module. I'll send Simon. Expedition complete. Come back. Old crash site. It's fine. New mission unlocked. No more starving animals after I took care of all the problems. Opened up a few more feeding sources. Harvested so that they can eat it off the ground if they so desire. I think they can anyways. And we now have some aggressive animals, which I can harvest and slaughter every last one of y'all. Hold on, I want to make sure that they're not a... Okay, they are. So let's move from this direction. And that should be all of them. Hunt, hunt, and hunt. So 29 gulches, 191. I'm missing 5. What's the brood mother looking thing doing here? Hunt you. There they are. Hunt. Okay, let's get it, boys. Get out there and kill them all. Uh-oh. Pause the game. One thing that I forgot to do. Get my units garrisoned. I always forget to do this, or quite frequently forget to do this. At least lately. Something's interesting. Explore it now. To kill your rocks. Cover your face with some cloth and enter again. Seal the cave and come back. He's got an illness. Speed up time. Nobody's out here fighting except for the drones. Perfect. And it looks like they are attacking the Noth, and the Noth are sometimes fighting back. Those ones might engage, I'm not sure. Hold on. Why are these fighting back? I didn't think that they could. And there's a few of them. I thought it was the brood mother that fought back, but I guess the shriekers can too. The hatchlings can. So they need to attack these shriekers. The shriekers are just picking me apart. I'm about to start losing bots. I've got two that are quite weak. One on the top left and the one that I'm hovering around. So this guy and this guy. And it looks like there's a couple that are about halfway, and the rest are at full strength. Doesn't look like any of them are broken. Down to 4. And once those are gone, I shouldn't have any problem with time slowing down. Time usually slows down when there's attacks coming back towards me. Got one more shrieker left. 2 more. 1 more. 2 more. Done. Wait, I don't know how many are left. 1 shrieker left. No more shriekers left. Alright, so the rest of that's just easy peasy. Why are they going this way? Oh, I think they're targeting the Noth. Yeah, they were targeting that one, so they're gonna go after that one. These over here should go towards the traps. Yep, going towards the traps. These, once they kill that Noth, should turn around. I don't know why they're continuing to go this way. There's nothing and nobody over here. Except for this Noth that they're trying to hunt, I guess. Oops, self-destruct mission. Perfect. Time to send Ken. Never mind. Hopefully they'll send someone home. Don't you do it. Don't you attack my concrete. Thank God for the higher durability. 600 integrity. But they're doing some damage. Thankfully I do have them selected for extinction, but I don't know why they're back here again. Doesn't make any sense. Him maybe? But that's several layers of stuff you have to go through. You'd be faster just to go through this. Really would. I'm gonna cancel those so I can target the real problems. These little buggers. Get over there and target them. Alright, so they're already breaking through my concrete. They broke one. But I've got 2 bots working on them. Working on the surrounding area. Cleaning up this back wall. Perfect. Everything else is going towards the front. Or is exterminated. Up to here. Everything else is in the traps. Everything else is dead. Where is it? Hunt. There we go. Hunt those. And there's the last three. Hunt. Okay, back to base. Easy peasy. Got Ken repairing stuff. There shouldn't be any more battle music. I done did it all. Rita's having a bit of a meltdown. She's gonna get her drink on. Get it. Really want to do the traps, but the insufficient materials, you guys. Uh-oh. Expedition. Self-destruct mission. Ken. I almost messed up. I almost missed it. Scrap metal. Perfect. Get that scrap in here. I don't have anything to fix, but all of that's getting converted. More or less. Alrighty. So, my little one has begun homeschooling with my wife. Unfortunately, we couldn't enroll her into public school as the potty training process has been a little difficult. She understands commands, but I don't know what it is. Maybe she thinks that's what she's supposed to do, you know? She's supposed to go in the diaper. She's gone in the toilet a couple times where we're trying to really reinforce that behavior, you know, going into the potty by positive reinforcements. We're also working on it with a therapist diligently, trying to get her potty trained and trying to get her to gain some sort of control over her emotions. Like me and her mother, she struggles with her emotions. I've managed to do really well with my emotions lately. Therapy has been really good. My wife is a firecracker attached to a nuclear warhead. And not just any nuke. Nope, she's attached to Tsar Bomba that's encaged with all the other Tsar Bombas. Yeah. My wife's a Spitfire. You do not want to mess with my wife. I don't want to mess with my wife. Okay, so the self-destruct mission is now just resources? I thought there were more options here. Like, where's my solar windmill? Yeah, it's kind of cool. It gets this solar panel for a windmill spinner. At least that's what I think it does. So it generates and produces power from solar and wind. But I think it's actually just wind. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a while since I've used them. I can't wait to use them again. I need to find a good seed that'll let me do that. Although some of my power is beginning to falter, the daytime will carry over. I just wish they would go and repair those. That way I can get this AI core done. Nearly done with the cement requirement. Down to 75. Pretty much 1,000 a video. That was really good. And that was what? I started at about 15 minutes, 20 minutes in. So it was only like 20 minutes worth of work to get 1,000. Honestly, if it was that quick and I have as much stone as I have, I could potentially get this entire flooring done relatively quickly. I mean, Simon and Ken would have to be working non-stop. But with the amount of furnaces that I have going and the bots that I have operational right now, with more on the way, I'll be able to get a lot done. Like every single furnace is up and operational. Oh, and one just ran out. Okay, so I got some more newborns over here. Let me take a look at the food. Food's looking good for the most part, so I am getting it stored. Yeah, I am getting it stored. Okay, let me take a look, see how many of you there are. A couple. Over here, I'm not seeing a whole lot. Majority of them are sleeping over here. Yeah, these are intermingling. And then the Draka just, they keep into themselves. They told the other ones, stay over where you are. We're going to stay over here. Let bygones be bygones, but we don't want nothing to do with your little animal orgy. We are very noble creatures, and we stick to ourselves. And these guys, they're just all partying, hanging out in each other's poop. I don't blame the Draka. I don't want to be hanging out in anybody else's poop either. I would have a much cleaner area. Look how much cleaner they are. Like they don't poop it. They don't poop where they sleep. Minus this guy right here and this one right here. You know, there's a couple pieces, but over here, you guys, it's literally everywhere. It's a poop party. You'll pass. Ah, poop party. That reminds me. What was it, Bug's Life? The caterpillar. I'll have the poo poo platter. Don't ask me why. You know, poo poo party and or poop party and poo poo platter like seem to make a connection with my brain, but it did. I thought of that caterpillar. He'd be exceedingly happy. Like a witch in a broom store. Or a cauldron shop. That woman will be so happy. Don't tell my wife there's a cauldron shop or a broom shop, you guys. Don't need that in my life. Next thing you know, she'll be flying around, casting curses on everybody. No, shh. Don't let her find out. I love my wife, by the way. Now she actually enjoys that joke a little bit. She was like, "Yeah, Bobby, I was burned at the stake. Y'all curse you." She actually makes fun of it too. But no, she's really into the spooky season like I am. Ultimately, my ideal living location would be Salem. Salem, Massachusetts, the location of the witch trials. I would love to have a home there just because of how much they celebrate Halloween. It's like the Halloween capital of the world. So that's why me and my wife want to move there. That's our ideal place. We love Halloween. We love decorating, but over the last few years, we haven't really had any trick or treaters, and we buy candy. We buy a bunch of candy, and at the end of the night, we're literally walking down the streets like, "Who needs candy? We got candy here." Yeah, so it's been a little rough on our mental health the last couple. You know, it's our favorite holiday, and it's just less and less. We're seeing less and less celebration, and it's for a good reason, but at the same time, it's horrible. You know, trunk or treat. Yes, you know exactly what's happening. You know it's being given. You know it's safe. But at the same time, everybody's like, all right, we already got our candy. You don't need to go out for Halloween. We don't need to go out and get candy. You already got candy. We don't need to keep going out. You did your celebrations. You got school tomorrow night. You know? And that's what we're ultimately left having to deal with the aftermath of. The trunk or treated. It's a great idea. It really is at its core, but at the same time, it ruins it for the rest of us, like myself, who enjoy the decorating, who enjoy handing out the candy from our own home. I don't want to spend gasoline to go somewhere to hand out the candy that I already bought because I can do that at my own home. So, trunk or treat, I love you, but I hate you so much. But I love you, but I hate you. Okay? I respect you, but I despise you. It's one of those relationships, you guys. I respect it because it's a safe alternative for kids, but I despise you because it kills my spirit. Not seeing kids on the street enjoying, All Hallows Eve. It drives me crazy. That's my one trigger, you guys. That's like my only thing that like will trigger me. If you want to set me off, like say something about Halloween and it dying, that will trigger me more than you talking crap about me and my wife or my kid. Because honestly, I could care less what anybody thinks about me and my family. Me and my family, I love them to death and I'll do anything for them at the end of the day. No matter how much crap or jokes I talk to my wife or about my wife, I will take multiple bullets for her and I will definitely take all the bullets for my daughter. I'll take most of them for my wife because somebody's got to live, take care of my kid. So, yeah, that won't trigger me as much as you talking crap about my Halloween. Nope. I'm fighting. Where's that Halloween? Jack Skellington is that's my hero. Half my closet, half my clothing, my shirts. Nightmare Before Christmas related. I am not kidding you guys. I own about 15 Nightmare Before Christmas shirts. I own, let's see, I have several Jack Skellington coffee cups. Yeah, there's no need to go into everything I own. You guys don't need to hear about all that. I'm not here to gloat. No, but I am a massive fan. I just wanted to say, a couple items to let you know that I do actually enjoy it. I'm not just, trying to feed you lies. Huge fan. Love me and my wife. That's what connected us. Tim Burton, our enjoyment, her love and my enjoyment of the movies. It's our personalities, and he gets us. We love majority of the movies he makes. We're nearly out of time. Got a few more minutes to play with, and I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm still working on that AI core, but it's literally just a little bit of metal, and I think. Oh, why can't I see it? That's so strange. Yeah, I need 4 more electronics, and that's it. So yeah, a little bit of metal and some electronics. So let me see here. I just dealt with a bug attack rather recently before going off on my extensive talking about Tim Burton and my wife and a few other things. Send Rita as per usual. And then I'm gonna leave a backup just in case we get another mission. I want to have that available for Ken to go run just in case. I'm not sending Edmund as I need him to do tailoring, get my armors and my weapons upgraded. He'll be assisting Yoko as Yoko's making my sniper rifles, which I'm going to begin swapping those out with people right now. First off, I need to find Ken. Ken's the first one. And so he's transporting something back. But good sir, I am sorry, but you're getting a free upgrade. Bam. How's that grab you? Samantha's working on research. She's doing the hydroponics and the purple leaf cloth. I believe I'm also going to have her do this, as that's another 2-day that I require from her. And that'll be it for year 13's research. In year 14, I will unlock the improved pulse rifles. I will unlock the carbon armors, the hay sausage, the surgical automatons, the defense bots, and the light mechs. Or I might do about half of them and save the rest for year 15. But year 16, we're looking at force field barriers and the orbital radio that I'll never use. At least for sending my people off planet. Now I might use it to gather supplies from above because they send all different kinds of stuff. So I might utilize it for that. However, I'm not sending my survivors off. This is a survival playlist. But at the same time, if I build that, it's going to be an annoyance. It's constantly going to be beeping at me. So I'm just not going to bother. I'll research it just to get research completed, and then I'm just going to forget it exists. That's my plan. Hopefully it doesn't constantly pop up saying, build this, because that'll drive me crazy. Alright, let's see. About to ride away. Oh, something must be broken. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny when I know that food is going to spoil, like, consumable, liquid food. In this case, wine, which, I mean, it's not really an edible so much. You can consume it, obviously. It's gonna get you drunk. Buy his beer. Samuel Jackson. Let me see what's going on off in the distance. All right, so they're getting the harvesting going on finally. Getting the plants where they need to go. Metal cost is going up again. I need more salvage. I need salvage for metal. Okay, what's Ken cutting down? Guess it doesn't matter. I need something that I can salvage relatively close by to base. That way I'm not running around a whole lot. The downside of doing what I've already done. Hold on, expedition to complete, engine debris. We are going to get some scrap metal and power cells. Perfect. Hold on. Pause the game. I'm about to get some power cells. Let me destroy the power cells I have now, as I'm about to get some electronics from them. I'm getting power cells from this mission. You know, might as well break what I've got, because I'm about to get some more. Oh, I'm breaking a ton of them down. Okay, sweet. I got 3 mech cores over there, 3 mech cores over here. I've got 6 mech cores. Okay. Interesting. So that's getting thrown into the 3D printer for what purpose? Power cell? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Crash site, cargo pods, scattered everywhere around. One visit won't be enough. Go back. Okay. Then, put you to the top. Let me get this core. I need this next bot up and operational. Just so that I can make sure all my fields are harvested. All of my fields will be cut from them too. Yeah, I just want to have that 3rd one up. When the blight comes, it'll also be rather useful, and they'll be really useful with dismembering the bugs. So the more harvest spots I have, the better off I am. It'll free up my service drones to do things around the base. Alright, so Samantha, how's research coming? Nearly done. That's for the hydroponic rack. The purple cloth is more or less, it just acts as cloth. Okay. So one more lap around the base. Not really. Yeah, one more lap around the base. Let me take a look. I've got a plethora of animals that need to be killed off over here again. So let's go ahead and all those not. I'll slaughter. Minus this little guy, because he hasn't lived his life yet. And I don't want to kill you, and I don't want to kill you, little buddy. I'm not going to kill the children's. Not going to kill them little children. Keep them alive, keep them alive. However, I gotta find the male. Males are very important. Males mean I can continue to make babies. It doesn't look like any of them are the male. Perfect. And that takes about half of them off my plate. What are you? You are a female. Let me go ahead and slaughter since you're pretty much at your maximum as well. There we go. The Drakas, I think I lost my male. and they just haven't procreated. Yeah, I don't have a male anymore. Oof. I was wondering why the Draco weren't procreating. And why these aren't. I probably lost my male again. Nope, male's there. Never mind. But I need a male Draka again. One large male Draka. Grab him, please. And get him in the base so we can do what we need to do. Alright, so all of the base is reconstructed, you guys. Well, what I had planned the first half. And with that, I am out of time. A lot done. Still so much more to come. I have a feeling about this one. Honestly, who knows when this one will end. I could be working on this same playthrough on year 50. Hopefully it's not that long off, because then, who knows. That could be a whole year worth of playing this game, and, well, I have other plans with other games as well. Obviously, I do work on multiple things at once, so I might keep this as a backup to the more current stuff. I do like to at least have 2 different types of videos running per the week. Every other day, more often than not, but if I ever do end up adding a third piece of content, it won't be every other day. It'll get thrown in like maybe once a week, just to break up the 2 videos, the 2 types, which will be this and what is it? Jurassic World Evolution 3. On top of that, I might get Battlefield 6. So you'll see some of that, which I'll upload all my good games that I can use clips from, and then you're going to see all the clips. I'm hoping to get some really good ones for you guys. So with all that out of the way, I hope you all, well, first off, if you enjoyed the video, smack that like button for me so I can continue to pop up in your recommendations. And so that YouTube can see that people are enjoying it, which will then recommend to other people, and we can grow this beautiful community that we're beginning to form here. You guys are phenomenal. I greatly appreciate every single last one of you, all of the time that you spend here, your comments, your likes, your views. I can't make any money from this channel, so this channel is all you guys. We're going to see how far we can take a non-monetized channel, how successful it can become without making any kinds of money. That's my goal. I want to be the #1 non-monetized channel, because everybody, when you make it successful, you want to make money off it. I can't do that. I have unemployability in my VA disability, meaning I'm SOL. Honestly, it's pretty dumb of me if I'm that successful, but still, I want to see. I don't want to, yeah. We'll see if I ever get that successful, though, what will happen. But currently, I have no plans for monetization. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. You guys take care, you stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later, guys.